Good evening and welcome to Himma Radio News at 5. First, the major stories. USAID reaches 2 million farmers with investment in Nigeria's agriculture. IATA support young farmers with input and machines to boost food security in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. Kwara Assembly intervenes on strategies for food production. And on the foreign scene, farmers in Libya have lost more than half of their cattle to deadly epidemic. Good evening once again and welcome to Himma News at 5. My name is Umar. A total of 2,021,468 farmers were reached with input and services under the Future Agricultural Extension and Advisory Services of the USAID. The Future project is a USAID pinned $16.8 million funded 5-year development initiative that works with micro, small, and medium enterprises to facilitate learning, replication, and scale around in alternate models of extension services to increase access and adoption of improved agricultural technologies. Presenting an overview of the project, which is already in its 4th year, the USAID team revealed that the project was targeted at 2 million smallholder producers in Benue, Cross River, Delta, Ebonyi, Kaduna State, Kebbi, and Niger State, respectively, is focused on 5 food value chains, including maize, rice, coffee, soybean, and aquaculture. The project has identified and promoted 39 most impactful practices as key extension innovation business solutions that need to reach smallholder farmers to enhance their capacity. In his remarks, Jean Piero Rosso, Director of Business Development, Winbrook International, and the Project Director of the USAID, Feed the Future Agricultural Extension and Advisory Services activity, said there are 311 smallholder farmers unit serving as change capitalists by bringing innovation, information, and productivity enhancing input and services to the doorstep of 2 million smaller government. The smallholder farmers have been able to access affordable financing to invest in their productivity, and their incomes have increased. The IATA Youth in Agribusiness Project (YES) has donated farm inputs and machines to participants of the project in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, in its bid to enhance agricultural productivity, increase job creation, improve the livelihoods of youth, and contribute to food security in Nigeria. The YES project, supported by the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands in Nigeria, donated the items to 135 participants trained in aquaculture, poultry, horticulture, and other commodities. These participants were selected based on their interests in agriculture, commitment to the project, and potential for growth in their chosen value chains, and have all undergone comprehensive training, now ready to scale their businesses. The items donated to the farmers include fish feed, fingerlings, tarpaulin, collapsible ponds, among many other things. The federal government has called on stakeholders in the agriculture and finance value chain in West Africa region to leverage financing strategies to enhance agroecology practices. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, made the call at the Regional Forum on Agroecology and Organic Agriculture in West Africa, with the theme Financing the Transformation of Sustainable Food and Nutrition Systems for Food Sovereignty in West Africa through Organic Agriculture and Agroecology, considering what policies, mechanisms, and instruments held in Abuja, represented by the Director of Planning and Policy Coordination, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Dr. Ibrahim Tanimu said the forum was timely and critical for the progress of the region, particularly Nigeria. He then identified finance as major constraint in food system development and strategy in food insufficiency. The minister said that the forum should identify tailbacks in accessing critical financing with emphasis on economic and fiscal policies that support local consumption. The Kwara State House of Assembly stressed the need for incorporation of agricultural science into the school curriculum from primary to secondary school levels. Gani Folabi, Salah of Omopola constituency, who raised the motion on the floor of the House, argued that agricultural science should be made compulsory from primary to secondary school level. Leading the debate, Salah said agricultural education would strengthen purpose physically and mentally and help sustain the economy, promote informed decisions, and broaden career opportunities. In a resolution on the motion, the House urged the Ministry of Education and Human Capital Development and the Universal Basic Education Board to bolster agricultural science and academic curriculum of basic education in the state. Furthermore, the House commended Governor Abdul Rahman Abdul Razak for his visionary leadership in boosting Kwara State food security by providing tractors for grassroots farmers through local councils and sustaining the all-year farming agenda in line with the state agricultural transformation. He added that adequate emphasis needs to be accorded to the promotion of dry season farming to ensure adequate food production all year round as panacea to the scarcity of food in the state and Nigeria as a whole. The news is coming to you from the studios of Himma Radio 91.1 FM, the Farmer's Pride. Don't forget to listen to us live on our website www.himmaradiotv.com or our social media handles Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok on Himma Radio 91.1 FM. We'll be back in a moment. Glad to have you back. The Oyo State government says it is taking measures to ease guarantors requirement for the ongoing Safer Agricultural Credit Cooperation Scheme for farmers of the state, ACOS. According to the chairman of ACOS, Sheikh Taufik Apobogold, this is an attempt to ensure more farmers in Oyo State have access to agricultural loan schemes. Governor Sheyi Makinde has approved the inclusion of executives of farmers groups to stand as guarantors to interested farmers seeking loans from the State Agricultural Credit Corporation. This allows executive members of the Farmers Association to stand as guarantors for their group members requesting for the agric loan, aligns with the Governor Makinde's commitment to supporting the agricultural sector in the state. In his welcome address, the coordinating director, Agricultural Credit Corporation of Oyo State, Mr. Tundi Oladeju, reminded previous beneficiaries of the SAFA ACOS loan to start repaying their loans to the respective disbursing banks. On the foreign scene, farmers in Misra, Libya, have reportedly lost about 70% of their cattle to an epidemic. The loss was attributed to delay in vaccines, causing most of the cows in Misra to be infected, leaving farmers with no alternative than to surrender them by slaughter to stop the epidemic. The disease has also inflicted financial hardship on consumers as shortages drive up the price of meat and dairy. Government officials say another cattle ailment called lumpy skin disease has also had an impact, with foreign buyers growing wary of importing Libyan cowhide. Cattle farmers in Libya blame the authorities for a lack of preemptive safety measures as well as slow response during the outbreak, which caused delays in delivering vaccines to the affected regions. Authorities in the east and west have rolled out emergency vaccination plans with support from the UN Food and Agriculture Organization. However, some farmers lamented late response by the relevant authorities. And that's the news. But before we go, a recap of the major stories. In the news, we've told you that USAID reaches 2 million farmers with investment in Nigeria's agriculture. IATA supports young farmers with input and machines to boost food security in Nigeria's capital, Abuja. And Kwara Assembly intervenes on strategies for food production. And on the foreign scene, you've heard that farmers in Libya have lost more than half of their cattle to deadly epidemic. You can listen to our programs on our website www.himmaradiotv.com and our social media handles Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok on Himma Radio 91.1 FM. On behalf of the production crew and the on-air personality and the man handling the new media, Sunusi Abdurrahman Dantalatapagi. My name is Ashir Umar. Have a wonderful evening time.